All right, listeners, we bake with another episode of Unlabeled the Podcast. I got my good friend Kendall in the building. How you feeling this week, Kendall?
Feel it. Come on.
That's how you feeling this week is feel it.
Yeah, man.
Nigga didn't
Feeling
answer
good,
the question.
But nah, feeling good. Happy good afternoon, everyone, and hope everyone's having a great day. Great weekend.
We also got,
but yeah, I'm doing good.
That's what's up. We also got Blaze in the building. How you feeling this week, brother?
Yo, good, man. I'm good.
That's right. That's what's up. So nice shirt you got on there, brother. You heard me, Blaze?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Get you. And also, we have the top of Montre's head in the building. How's your head doing this morning, Montre? All homo.
Man, shut your ass up for you get red out here, man.
I like that hat, Trey.
Oh man, that's all I was doing, man. Trying to represent that Milwaukee Bucks, man. Damn, Rome hating ass, man.
Well, you was bent over.
Wait,
I know what the hell
Hey.
you was looking at.
Hey, NBA playoffs, dog. So it's a real good weekend right now.
Yep. Bucks got that W yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And that was a good game. Everybody
Man,
out
that
there.
was a great game, man.
Yeah, I was so glad.
Real good game.
I was so glad to see K Mid hit that game-winning shot, man, because people give him a hard time.
I'm people.
You people, I love it.
Okay.
Hey, low key, he did a move yesterday where I was like, ooh, like it was in the first half. That little corner move he did. I said, oh shit.
He was aggressive yesterday, man.
Listen, I'm telling you, if he's a really good third option, man. Bucks just trying to force him into that second superstar. You know what I'm saying? And he more so of a third, like that third role player, bro. And at that position, I would love it. You know what I'm saying? I just have a hard time accepting him as a second star. You know what I'm saying?
Man, mid to two, man. Mid second option, man. He consistent.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
And he ain't scared to take the shot at the end.
Mm-mm. He's a superb second option, and he's a great closer.
Yeah.
He got the most game-winning threes out of any Bucks. He's like second out of any Bucks all time.
Trash, man.
Hilarious. I'm not gonna say he's trash, but I kind of understand where Trey's coming from with the, like, I think what they kind of silently did was like give Holiday number 2 in a way, like 2B or something like that, and then Middleton still knows he's that dude because that contract speaks for itself, and I think it takes the pressure off of him as well. So now he knows that. It's not falling on him because we know Giannis,
right.
He's probably never going to get a shot. I don't know why people think this is somehow going to happen. He'll have a nominal shot that he can maybe make some people like, all right, let me get out there. But it's never going to be. He's never going to be shooting 40 from 3 or nothing like that. So, so you can't count on him for that. So I think that's where it takes the pressure off of Middleton now because we got Holiday, and Holiday, he's fine with certain levels of pressure as well. So I think it kind of balances out with
both of them. Yeah,
right.
Man. So.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. Like I like where it's going right now. Like I said, I kind of think they just kind of silently let him know, like said it without saying it, to relieve the pressure off of him somewhat because he does get a little antsy in certain cases, especially if he's playing alongside somebody. When he's playing by himself and he doesn't have and it's just a green light, he's usually fine. But when he's somebody else on the team with him, it's that pressure. And I think now that they got Holiday, it's kind of taking some of that pressure off for him. So I think he's in a good spot.
Yeah.
He's been learning when to take control of the game. Because yesterday he was give me the ball.
Yeah.
Give me the ball.
He's picking his spots.
Yeah,
he wanted it.
He had 27 yesterday. He had one more than Giannis. I think Giannis had 26 yesterday.
Yeah, he scored the most.
Yeah. And man, I'm telling you, y'all know how I feel about Miami, man. I really hate that it had to beat them in the first round because I said if the Bucks face Miami in the first round, Miami's barbecue chicken. I mean, I know we still got 6 more games to play, but it ain't looking like it's gonna be too sweet for them because they keep throwing Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo at Giannis, and he's just dominating them. Both of them was 1 for 9 yesterday. I think by the third quarter. You know what I mean?
That's because, bro, like in the NBA, it's hard to hold another superstar and then try to go get 25, 30 points, man.
Exactly.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah,
that's real. Especially Giannis. He very physical, bro.
Yeah.
Like he gonna abuse your body. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Yeah. I'm not even arguing that. That was actually the point that I was gonna make. Like I said, I'm just glad to see that Giannis is playing some real good playoff basketball early, because that's kind of been a struggle for him. He last year was a couple games he only averaged like 18. You know what I mean? Like, so it's good to see him coming alive early, especially against a team that holds really good defense.
Honestly, I thought he had an issue like in the beginning of the game. You can kind of tell he was not struggling, but he was having some issues, and it was because of them. But I think what it is the difference this time is it's not only Holiday, but it's PJ Tucker. Yeah. So now we have somebody that can really go stick Jimmy Buckets, as we like to call him.
Yeah.
Now we have somebody that can go stick him for real, because Giannis is good defensively, but he's not no defensive like stopper. He's not going to go lock somebody up and then it's over. He can give you some issues, but not like PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker will go hold KD.
He good at he protect the rim. He good at weak side defense.
Bro, he's such a great defender, bro. Like, it's so irritating.
He ain't no stopper.
He doesn't foul. He doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you talking about Giannis? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, absolutely. But he's not a stopper like that. But PJ Tucker is more of a stopper. Yeah. He can't just lock you up, but he's gonna give you some serious issues defensively. He's gonna be all in your face, and that's what he's doing with Jimmy. And that's why Jimmy was so tired, because now I got to come on the other end, because nobody's holding PJ Tucker, because we don't care. We just look, he got that corner three. Everybody knows that he's gonna probably hit that, whatever. But I got to go back in here and get Giannis now. You know what I'm saying? So now he's tired. You know what I mean? That's kind of what's happening. And Bam Adebayo now, he's gonna really have to come through for him, because Jimmy's gonna need that help. Otherwise, Jimmy's gonna be too tired to take shots. I mean, you saw those threes he was trying to take. He's shooting like 29% from three right now. So like, he's tired. He can't. That's that lift. A lot of his threes are short, or is hitting right off the front of the rim because he's tired. So this was working to our benefit, especially if PJ stays on the way that he's doing and making him tired on the other side of the court when he got to hold Giannis.
That's a fact.
I'm not worried about this. I just know we got Brooklyn next round. So
yes, that's cool. That's the one.
I'm not concerned about Brooklyn. It's because I'm gonna tell you, the Bucks look way different this year in the playoffs than they did last year. I don't know if it's just because of the team structure that we have. It seemed like Bud is making the proper adjustments versus last year when we played the same regular season basketball that we played all year last year. You know what I mean? So I'm actually really, really excited at the Bucks' chances this year, because I'm picking them to come out the East. I don't even care about Brooklyn.
I'll be hearing you say that, bro. But the playoffs, that shit slow down. So a lot of how you play during the regular season, you're not playing that way.
That's to my point. That's the point I just said about the Bucks playing better this year in the playoffs than they did last year.
They are, and I actually had them coming out the East too. But I'm saying, you keep saying you're not worried about Brooklyn. When you have those three players that can score when they want to score, bro, and the game slows down, you need to be scared about them, bro. Like, it's not a game, bro.
No,
they have three top 10 players in the league right now.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna say the three best one-on-one players in the league they have on their team, bro.
Yeah, and I hear all that, but what the Bucks have done to them all throughout the season, bro. I hear what you're saying about it slowing down and whatnot. I'm not saying that they ain't gonna give us a problem. I'm not saying that the game. Yeah, I'm not saying the game ain't gonna go 7. The series ain't gonna go 7. I ain't saying none of that. But what I'm saying is, I'm not really. I like our odds against Brooklyn, and I'm just keeping it a buck, because Brooklyn don't hold no defense, and we know that.
Yeah.
So
that was what I was going to say. I don't know what they're doing right now, but they have not been holding no defense, and like, that's going to be an end for us, especially because I think they just pretty much got rid of DeAndre Jordan. So that's another great thing for us, because now we don't got no tall trees in that paint.
Right.
And Blake Griffin, God bless him, but I'm not worried about him defensively. It's just it's going to be free reign in that paint. So that's the problem that Brooklyn will have if they don't go. I mean, what's the brother's name with the blonde locks over there in Brooklyn? I think he's been playing. He's been taking over and playing center for them.
Oh, playing center. Forward. Yeah.
I don't know his name, but like, he'll be a little bit of an issue. But again, I don't. He's not. Yeah. What's my man with the fro? What's my man that they let go of? My man with the fro. Jared Allen. He's not Jared Allen. So I'm not. That was what I was worried about. With Brooklyn, was their defense in the paint, because if they can lock Giannis up, because he loves to go to the rack outside of his fast break, that was going to be my main issue. But like I said, I don't see DeAndre Jordan anymore, and like, it's looking real small in that paint. So I just think we might have a way better chance going that route.
And that's a fact.
I think because of the team that they playing, they probably started Blake.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they'll bring him back, because I mean, they got to clog that paint.
my only issue, my only like worry with them is, you know, when the other team goes on a few minutes where they having trouble scoring, every team goes through it. Brooklyn don't go through that shit. You know what I mean? And that's how they came back last night. They were down by like 12. Mm-hmm. And then they was having trouble scoring. Brooklyn don't have trouble scoring. And then next thing you know, they up by 9. You know what I'm saying? So that's my issue. Like when you have that type of firepower, there's never any issues of scoring the ball. And then when your team put your starters on the bench and then y'all going through, you know, that 2, 3, 4 minute stretch and not scoring, that's when Brooklyn eat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You know what I'm saying? But I still think the Bucks gonna beat them now. But I have it going 7 now.
Well, to your point, like I said, I got it going 7 too. But to your point, Milwaukee averages 128 points a game. I don't really think the Bucks got a problem putting the ball in the hole either. And Brooklyn don't have a lockdown defender like Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler. They don't got it. And Jimmy Butler and Bam was giving like Kendall said, it was giving them problems earlier in the game, and that's why they was suffering from scoring on the other end of the court. But like I said, Brooklyn ain't got that. Giannis is gonna have a field day over there in Brooklyn. Yeah. So the only person I'm really worried about like actually scoring is maybe Drew Holiday. That's about it, and that's only because who he gonna be going up against, because he's gonna have to hold Kyrie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine scoring. I don't think that's gonna be an issue at all.
I do too. Yeah.
He's just gonna be tired because he's got to hold Kyrie. So
right. That's what I mean.
But I think he'll still score. I don't think because he's still a big point guard. Mm-hmm. So he's not a smaller guy. So I think
they was putting him in the post. Every time Kyrie was on them, they was putting him in the post.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. And that's why I think they swept them this season, right? Did we win all 3 games?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I know they was interchangeable because, you know, not all 3 of them were on the same, you know, on the team at the same time, but still, whatever iteration that they came with, we still were able to beat them. Mm-hmm. So like, and yes, it's still regular season. All I'm talking about is like, you need reps to be able to play against this team. And it's a good sign to show that you're winning versus you struggling back and forth or you switching it, you know, you only won 1 out of 3. Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I think it was only 3 times they played, if I remember correctly. Yeah. But so I'm confident in that light. I just my thing is I kind of go with what Trey was talking about with they're always going to be able to score, which is why I'm saying I'm worried about the paint. So like if they do stay away from Jordan, I'm fine because then we can continue. We can keep up with them if we can just get easy points in the paint. That's fine because our problem is we give up threes. Like we'll be fine with them, and we can't let them just chuck up a whole bunch of threes because that's what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? So and Bucks will just let it go. Like all right, he took a 3. Let's go back to the end of the court. You know, so. And Budenholzer he hasn't really made a lot of adjustments. They're still pretty much playing the same brand of basketball. It's just that the personnel has changed. So I think that's my only thing is like, are we going to really give up a lot of those threes? Because if we do, they're not going to miss a lot, especially Durant. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I'm kind of worried about.
But the nice thing though is that we have like you know Giannis gonna hold some defense.
Right.
Drew gonna hold defense. PJ Tucker is gonna hold defense. You know what I mean? So they gonna so them 2 anyway gonna be on that wing. You know what I mean? Like in your shit the whole game. Right. So, but
he's gonna be prime.
Yeah, but
I was just gonna say PJ Tucker is gonna be the X factor for every game. Really, I mean, because he's gonna hold the best player every time. So that's really gonna be the thing, man. You know, I'm just like I said, I'm just so glad we have dude because. Man, we definitely needed a defensive stopper, and we got one now.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah. And then Bobby Porter's coming off that bench. He gonna be a huge X factor offensively.
I'm even fine with him. I just need him to stop taking a lot of shots. But other than that, you know, he just
he hitting them. He averaging like 40.
He does, but sometimes it's like, bro, swing that over.
Yeah, because he's like 47% from 3 right now. So like I said,
47.
I don't know. I don't know. It's 3. I don't know where he is from 3. I was more so just talking about his mid-range jumper, but I just just swing it a little bit, just move it. But I'm fine with him. I really like his energy. So that's really where I'm from. Where I like Bobby Portis. His energy.
Well, he's 38 in the career, but for the Bucks trade, he's like 47 right now. That's what I'm
saying.
Bro,
listen, if he's shooting 47, bro, he the best 3-pointer in the league.
Maybe, okay. Hey, you know what?
Hold on. I'm telling you, bro. I'm looking up.
Pull him up. But hey. Your boy Morris over there on the Clippers, bro. He's like second in 3-point percentage. They say he's shooting like 45% right now. Though. I said, damn.
The best 3-point shooting team in the league right now,
bro. The one in the Clippers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even know that. Bro. That's crazy. But bro, he is hitting that shot.
Bro, if dude is hitting 47, I'm done, bro.
Trey, I'm telling you, I'm
he
looking
probably
at
just not taking a lot of shots, but
yeah, that's what it
that
is.
might be it.
Right now,
That
it's
might be it,
47.
yeah.
He's shooting 47% from three. Right now, I'm looking it
That's
up
that's
right
crazy.
now. That's why.
crazy,
all right, well, keep
bro.
shooting, Bobby. Never mind.
That's what I said. I'm like, hold on. That's why I said, what are y'all
I
talking
didn't.
about?
Well, I wasn't talking about his 3-point shot. I was just talking about the mid-range jumper.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if you shooting it, you making it. Keep
Hey,
going, then, brother.
But
His mid-ranger though, swing that shit.
Right, look,
Yeah.
if you knocking
That's
they need to have him out there a lot.
nigga. I'm on Basketball Reference right now. He's averaging
Oh, no, I believe you.
47%.
I believe you.
Because he's
That's crazy.
Like Steph and Clay shoot like 42.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, they shoot way more.
Yeah, he's
so,
only
but still.
They're averaging that shit for their career though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's only averaging 12
He's an anomaly.
points. He's only averaging 12 points for the Bucks, but he's only playing like 12 to like 20 minutes. So he's averaging 12 points.
Right.
But so I mean, obviously he's out there.
No, it's still valuable.
He's been efficient.
That's all I'm saying. He's just not taking a lot of threes, so that's
Yeah.
why he's able to shoot that 47. But still, 47 on any clip is
That's
still great,
fine.
especially if you're a big.
Exactly.
So I'll take it. I take it.
Yeah,
because I'm sure Brook Lopez can go take his ass in the paint now. So, bro, go get in there. Let Bobby shoot them. If he's shooting 47, let him shoot that. You take your ass in the paint and go grab some rebounds. I'm tired of you with 7 rebounds.
Yeah,
7 foot.
Getting crazy, man. Like,
yeah, man. I'm just glad these playoffs is off to a good start, man. It's been really, really exciting. Even the play-ins were like, as much as people said the play-ins was a bad idea. LeBron didn't like it.
They was cracking.
Yeah,
should be fired.
Dang, thanks for stepping on my point. I was finishing my point, brother. Mark Cuban didn't like the play-ins. LeBron didn't like it. It's really been really exciting to see, and I'm hoping it helped with the ratings a lot. I'm not sure what the ratings are right now, but we know the NBA have been kind of suffering with their.
Well, you know the race is white turn. Watch it.
Well, thank you for stepping on my next point, Trey. If you just want to keep stepping on my points, because that's exactly where I was going with it. God damn,
he's excited.
I know he's just gonna keep stepping on my point. But I was keeping in the same vein of the NBA. I kind of want to talk about Kwame Brown, because we actually got a lot of text messages. Our listeners wanted us to talk about it. I'm not sure if y'all familiar. I'll give y'all like a brief rundown of where it started, and then we can kind of get into a little bit.
Tell
of
them who Kwame Brown is first.
Yeah. If y'all not familiar with Kwame Brown was a first round draft pick.
No, number one.
No, I'm sorry. First round, number 1 draft pick. He came into the league at, was it 18 or 17 years old?
Out of high school, yeah.
Yeah, out of high school. And I think he was one of the last classes to come. No, because Brown was. I'm sorry. But this is he was one
of the first as far as like the coming straight out of it, like especially outside of
Kevin
Kobe,
Garnett.
KG,
T-Mac,
yeah. So he came out in 2000.
But they weren't I don't believe they were number 1 picks though. He was like that first major number one pick straight out of high school. I'm not mistaken.
Straight out of high school besides LeBron.
Besides LeBron, yeah. Number 1.
Yeah, but he was the first. I'm saying because it was
he was the first. Yeah.
Right.
So we'll start there. So he came in the league in 2001. He played 12 years in the NBA, and a lot of people consider him a bust. If you look at his career stats and the analytics behind it, I don't technically consider him a bust. I mean, for a first round draft pick, a number 1 pick, quote unquote, I guess you can consider him a bust. But he had a long career. You know what I mean? And he played 12 years, and he was efficient in those 12 years when he had time to play on the court. But throughout these years, for the last 20 years, because it's 2021 now, he came in the league in 2001. People have been destroying him, calling him a bust, calling him a bum, anything under the sun but a child of God. They have been destroying Kwame Brown, and
he definitely been the butt of the joke for a long time.
He's been a long time. He's been a butt of the jokes for a long time. So this man recently started a YouTube channel, so he can kind of clap back at some of his critics, and it's probably been the greatest show on the face of the planet. It's probably because he has
that should have been the highlight of my week.
Yeah, highlight of my week, because it's just funny, man. Because it's like it was like the straw that broke the camel's back was All the Smoke podcast. A couple weeks ago they had Gilbert Arenas on. I think it's been about 4 or 6 weeks now.
And Jeannie Buss.
Yeah, they had Jeannie Buss, Gilbert Arenas, and then they had Rachel Nichols on. And the significance of that in the Kwame Brown story is Rachel Nichols had been covering Kwame Brown since he was in high school. Jeannie Buss, he played for the Lakers, so Jeannie Buss is the owner of the Lakers. So she got to actually see him play. And then Gilbert Arenas was his teammate. And every time they came on the podcast, somebody brought him up, and then they would call him. They were completely destroying him, calling him out of his name and everything. And
To be fair though, Gilbert Arenas was not necessarily shitting on him.
no,
He
he
was
wasn't.
just giving his perspective out of the rest.
That's
I'm
a
just
fact.
giving him right.
That is a
But
fact.
the rest, yes, you were right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
And Jeannie wasn't either. Jeannie was just
Jeannie
trying to make
wasn't
a
either.
point, but they were shitting on him.
Yeah,
So you're right.
Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. So y'all can correct me as long as I'm just trying to give the listeners a brief rundown of.
Right. I just wanted to make it clear.
Of the story, and that was pretty much the straw that brought the camel's back. So he decided to go on these tirades on YouTube and call Stephen A. Smith out, call Steven Jackson out, Matt Barnes, and he got
Bayless.
Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp. He's pretty much talked about everybody. Chris Bouchard. Man, I can keep going, but like
I love it.
Yeah, I love it because the reason why it's significant is because he's basically telling him that y'all have made y'all careers on talking about a kid, a black male, and he's basically saying that they're being agents of the NBA basically and the NCAA to kind of keep this narrative going that number one pick straight out of high school can be a bust, and that pretty much sums up the behind the scenes of it, the mess of it all, right? So I want y'all to give y'all perspective on what y'all have been thinking about some of the rants and tirades that he's been going on.
Hey, can I please start?
Go ahead. You can start. Go ahead.
I think all the rants, his tirades he's been doing has been hilarious. He makes a lot of really good points. But Kwame Brown is the epitome of if it ain't a sure lock like LeBron James, number one draft pick out of high school, don't do it. He need to go to college because had he went to college for a year, he wouldn't have been a number one draft pick. When I listen, and that's why I was laughing at like a lot of the stuff because I feel you gotta, as a man, you have to take up for yourself. You ain't finna just sit there and be disrespected. So he been disrespected for how many years? You know what I mean? Like people talking about him, so you got to take up for yourself. But when I seen him in high school, because I was really big on high school basketball then, I was just watching. I'm like, dude, weak. When I seen him in All-American game, I said, dude is weak. When I seen his highlights, I said, dude is trash. Like, this is not a good basketball player, bro. When he went number one, I said, dude is trash.
Trey, he gonna eat your ass up on YouTube.
Listen, we can go toe-to-toe. Please. Give him my email. Give him my Zoom. Because, listen, you're a bad basketball player, bro. Like, you just did. Like, he was, bro. Like, I wasn't one of those haters from, like, I was following him. Tyson Chandler, because him and Tyson Chandler came out the same year. And when they were saying these are the Eddie Curry, they were saying like these are the three best big men. You know what I mean? And I'm watching them and I said, dog, these two way better. Dude, he just was weak to me. He was 7 foot. He played defense. You know what I mean? But like that was it though. Like that was it. And if they would have brought him in, like, hey, we're gonna try to make him a defensive player of the year, then I would have got it. But he was trash to me, man. He still is weak. I mean, like, you gonna get rid, bro. He weak. He weak, bro.
Yeah,
I don't give a damn.
I 100% disagree with about 90% of what Trey said, but I'll let y'all go. Mm-hmm. So I can go ahead and
yeah, I definitely don't agree that he was weak. I just agree that he was on the wrong type of teams. When he started off with the Wizards, that was absolutely the wrong decision. I mean, because you obviously started off with Jordan, and Jordan is not going to be the person that's going to assist you with any type of your game or give you any type of confidence. And then you went over there to the Lakers, and we already know, rest in peace to Kobe, but Kobe was not a teammate type of player at all. I mean, he burned most of his teams, even early in the early 2000s, and later came into the, fruition and build up a squad and, got his championship with Powell as a result of them trading Kwame Brown. But as far as weak, Tyler Hansborough, I mean, that's weak. Like Chris, not Christian Laettner. Christian Laettner was a good player, but I think there were other facets of his game that could have been good, but they just didn't utilize him the way that they needed to. Yeah. And then they made him a scapegoat for what Jerome was talking about with don't ever do this again. Don't never draft these types of players. Send them all to college. Don't let them go, because now it's G League. And then you can go to the league. So it's so that we can funnel this through, and that's what Kwame Brown is absolutely correct about. So that's the only crux I disagree with. I don't think he was a weak player. So Eddie Curry, he wasn't that great at all. I mean, if we want to talk about his career, and at the same time, Tyson Chandler was a great player, but he didn't even have any offensive game either. He was just more so a great defender. You know what I'm saying? So that whole draft was not even that good, if we want to keep it real. It wasn't even a good draft. So none of them were great players at all. None of them are probably going to even be Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they were leaps and bounds better than him. But there were some, don't get me wrong, some players. Joe Johnson, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we ain't disrespecting so there's some players coming out of there. I'm just saying. I'm not going to go to the weak route, but I definitely understand that he wasn't up to his expectations of a number one pick, and that's absolutely true. Richard Jefferson was a good player. He might come out one.
Any one of them could have went number one, and it'd have been the same scenario. Like they wasn't none of them great players.
Right. Not Tyson Chandler though. I feel like he had a good career though. Like Tyson and he did what he was. Even coming out of high school, he was athletic, played defense, and that's what he was in the league. And even when the athleticism left, he still was picked up by contenders because he really played good defense, had a very good basketball IQ. Mm-hmm. That's good. Yeah. I just like, and that's what I'm saying.
I didn't say he wasn't a good player. I'm just saying he wasn't great.
Yeah. To your point, with Tyson Chandler though, he fell into the right systems. Paul Gasol, actually didn't have a great start either. He didn't have a great start until he got over there with Kobe and fell into the proper system. Yeah. Paul Gasol.
No,
he was good at Memphis.
I 100% disagree.
What I'm saying
in Memphis, they were saying he was the best power forward in the league.
But
and that was with Tim Duncan and KG. They was like, he coming for
him. Which was wrong, but yeah.
I mean, they were saying he's coming for them. That's how much.
That's fine. I'm not saying.
I think you're saying wrong about
that. Thank you. Right. Like you have to fall into the right system. That's all I'm saying.
You go to Jordan. Jordan was standing on his neck, like
On God, had no confidence in all.
And as a kid, that destroyed his confidence. He was
absolutely. And actually,
you go over to LA with Kobe, and he doing the same thing.
And see, hold on 1 second. Let me cut y'all off because I got to refute something that Blaze just said. Because to your point, Blaze, he said when he got to the Wizards under Jordan, he said that he knew he was going to get traded. He said they didn't want him there in the first place. Jordan did not want him there, but he couldn't get his way. So that was another reason why Jordan treated him like shit. It wasn't because he was some kind of emotional, frail person or kid and being beat down emotionally. He didn't show up because he knew what their intentions was when he got there. It wasn't like they drafted him with the intention to make him a franchise player or even a dominant big in that system. They wanted to trade him, and then Jordan treated him like shit on behalf of that. And I can't remember the player that they was supposed to get. It might have been Eddie Curry. I can't remember off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, I think it was Eddie Curry.
Yeah, but he speaks to this. He speaks to this as well. You know what I mean? But to y'all point about that draft class, like the only really like notable players out of that draft, y'all mentioned Tyson Chandler, Paul Gasol, Tony Parker, Gilbert Arenas, Shane Battier. Like I said, it wasn't like this was like Richard Jefferson. It wasn't like this was the greatest draft class.
And Tony Parker was 28.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So we got to.
He wasn't that old, but he was old.
It's a lot of truth into what Kwame Brown is saying about them not wanting to draft these players out of high school directly to funnel them through a system where it benefits the NCAA and the NBA. Yeah. So it's a lot of truth to that because honestly, if you look at it, a lot of these players who are first round draft picks number 1, 2, and 3. Look at LaMelo Ball, for instance. He just came from overseas playing. He played 1 year in Lithuania. He didn't even go to college. Played 1 year in Lithuania, straight to the pros, and then drafted to the NBA and is balling out of control. So what he's saying is that
LaMelo's built differently mentally though too.
Right. That's as a result of who?
Yeah. It's out of a result of his father.
Thank you.
Exactly.
And how did they treat him? What did they do to him and his name? Trying to make him a certain way even before his sons got to the league, right? Because he spoke. Yeah. Because he spoke greatness into his sons, and that's the whole thing that Kwame is talking about. So, it's the same shit that happened with Kobe. As great as Kobe was, he still was doubting himself. It wasn't until 2001 when Iverson did what he did to that Laker team, and they continued the narrative of. As Shaq would do, this is the best player in the NBA right here. This is Kobe Bryant. I don't know what y'all talking about. Boom, boom, boom. Because he needed that confidence so that he could take his game to the next level. He was always still good. And of course, I'm not comparing Kobe to Kwame Brown. I'm just talking about putting your arm around somebody and helping them along so that they can feel a certain way and feel like they are part of the league. So they can get to the next level of their career, and that's the thing that did not happen with Kwame Brown. Right. Michael, who was the damn coach at that time? It was his guy, Jordan's guy. Coach of the Wizards, Michael. Is that his name?
One of the guy that coached him his first year in a couple of years in Chicago. I can't think of his name right now.
Yes, him. I cannot. Doug
Collins.
Collins. Doug Collins.
Doug
Collins.
Collins,
Yeah.
He was shitting on them. They used to make them run for hours and do, you know what I'm saying? And then would tell them like, we ain't even gonna play you. So like, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with coaching. I'm not knocking anything with how you treat your player, but it's just a certain way that you also need to do things.
Just handled the wrong way, man. They tried to put weight on him, and instead of 40 pounds, he gained 70. Like it was just all bad out the gate, and he never recovered from that.
Right.
And all of y'all right too though. Like it's about that
that
you
system.
know, the system that they put you in, because you think about it, Chauncey Billups got drafted and didn't even play. We weren't even until he went to Detroit. He was a bench player. You know what I mean? Like, and he get to Detroit, you like y'all had dude on the bench. You know what I mean?
Right.
T Mac,
yeah,
bench player in Toronto. He got to Orlando. Now he in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Like,
like I just can't see dude being worse than. Anderson Bears out.
All you got to do is, and to y'all point about how he's how he's playing.
I just think, but just keep it real, bro. Just think about this real quick, bro. If they would have just said Kwame Brown over there in Cleveland for just in 2003, 2004, he would have had a better career with LeBron, bro.
Brown would have got it right, man.
Way better career.
He would have had a much better time with Kwame Brown than Anderson Bears out, bro.
But to my defense though, bro, I was watching him in high school and I just didn't think he was that good. You know what I mean?
I'm not knocking what you're saying. I'm just saying he would have been a better player.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying to my defense. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't the NBA like everybody else. A lot of people weren't even following him. I was really big into the high school basketball. Yes. Hey, leave him alone. All right, look, yeah. But I'm just talking about. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. Like when I was watching him, I was just like, damn, this the number one draft pick. You know what I mean? Because they was projecting him for a long time to be number one. And I was watching him, and I didn't see it. You know what I mean? Like so, that's where I'm coming from. Like. It had nothing to do with the NBA. My whole time I was like, man, he might need to go to college for 1 or 2 years and develop.
Here's the thing.
That's why I definitely think damn near was a secret weapon because he wasn't number one draft pick worthy. You know what I'm saying? But it was just all that hype and hoopla at that time with high school basketball. You know, and they were trying to push stuff. And I think they really were probably using that as a scapegoat. Like, all right, we're gonna push this man through, and we're gonna show that this shit don't work.
Hold on a second, Trey. Hold on, because y'all carrying on. But to my point, to the point about however you felt about his NBA career, Kwame Brown still like you can do your wiki searches on him. You can look at the minutes he played versus what he did on the court, his double doubles and everything like that. That like I said, it was probably intentional, and also if you think about how he was passed around from team to team and the amount of minutes that he was playing, a lot of that looked intentional. That's what I'm saying. You can critique his game and think what you think he is a bust or how he, like you say, he sucked in high school or not. But if you look at the amount of minutes he played, if you look at what he did on the court when he was playing those minutes and his efficiency, it kind of looks like it was intentional, like they wanted him to not succeed in the league. So and he kind of hints at that. So like I said, regardless of how we feel about it, if you actually look at his analytics, and that's what he brings up. Stop talking about how you feel in your opinion. Do the analytics and look at it, his point. I had it all in front of me. I didn't pull it up for this podcast, but I was actually researching it yesterday and looking at his some of his points and potential and things he's done in the league, and he wasn't that bad of a player. That's the whole point. And regardless of all of that, everything that he's making, all these points that he's making outside of the mess and the quote unquote beef with Steven Jackson and Stephen A. Smith, Matt Barnes, and all them, he's making some very valid points on what these players should continue to do throughout their career. Exactly. And here's
definitely was.
Exactly. And here's one of the points, because like I said, we do this a lot in our community. We just talk about the skill level of a person versus the knowledge that they're putting down. This is one of the points that he brought up that I thought was real valid. And I'll play it because a lot of people ain't going to sit there and listen to a 2-hour rant, or sometimes he goes on these 45-minute rants and stuff like that. But not a lot of people are going to listen and digest the information. They're just going to hear these talking points that he brings up about other people and then just ride with that. But this was something that he brought up. I think this is one of them. Let me see if this is it.
They think y'all stupid. And they've done it for so long where they never had to challenge any one talking point. They just defame the person. And LeVar Ball, what is your name? LeVar Ball, the daddy of the ball boys, kudos to you, sir. Because you don't understand how important that you are. Because, see, they want to tear down your black sons right away. And they tricking people to think you crazy too. See, niggas been tearing down niggas for forever. Y'all white folks been saying this man is crazy from the beginning. Why is he crazy? Because he wants y'all to talk to his sons about a shoe deal, a partnership, instead of just running to Nike? That make him crazy? Because he thinks his sons are very good basketball players and he talk about it and he manifests that out of his mouth? That make him crazy? This man got 2.5 kids in professional basketball. Matter of fact, 3. And he crazy? And y'all still think that the media is y'all friend. Y'all still think I'm wrong.
That was one of the points he made, and I think here's another.
He's spitting facts.
Yeah, and I think this is another one he talks
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, and I think this is another one where he's talking about getting these young athletes to go to the chambers of commerce. Let me see if this is me.
This is my motherfucking son. And see, LeVar Ball, he take the heat.
He's still on the LeVar Ball on that one. I think it's this one. I'm sorry, y'all. I had so many of these clips recorded. I can't even find the right one.
It's fake news, huh? Yeah, I bet. I bet it is. I bet it is fake news. It's fake news because they want to keep having our rappers take $200,000 and put it up to their goddamn ear while the water boys in Atlanta running around chasing people down around cars when that little that $200,000 that you niggas is putting by your motherfucking ear, that's a building for these kids to sell whatever the fuck they want. That's the merchandising for these kids so they can keep the store running. You could put 2 or 3 apartments on top of the store to make sure that's residual income to feed back into the store. But now y'all want to show these hoes y'all got money.
I gotta find this video, but these are some of the
preacher, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These are some of the points that he's been making, and a lot of people are missing it because they so caught up in the drama between him and Matt Barnes and all them.
Right. Well, I mean,
that's gotta have Kwame on the pod, man.
What's that?
Get him. You gotta have Kwame on the pod, man. Get him on here.
I'll reach out to him. We'll see how effective that is because he ain't doing no press right now.
But no, he did a interview a couple of days ago but not with a national or any of that, but just with some people that's been supporting him and stuff like that. So yeah, he moving. He doing it the right way. He want to do it his way. You know what I'm saying? Because he feel like he's a free man and he's absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? He's doing the things the way he wants to do them. And even he said it himself. He said, I'm not here to. He said, have I argued with y'all yet about me being a bust? He said, that's not my argument. He said, I'm talking about the way that they treated me throughout the league and how they and what they said about my name. He said, you never heard an interview about me at any point. He said, you can't really pull up any videos where they really talk to me. He said, because I was consistent with everything that I said and everything that I'm telling you right now. He's had his YouTube channel for a minute.
Yeah.
He's been up for a while, you know what I'm saying? And that's what he's talking about now because he's going to start his little, maybe a little small platform. And he said, I'm going to let the people that's been rocking with me since day one help me, with my moderators and all of that, So that's just, he's just been him since he's been doing it, and that's why he's so genuine. And that's why everybody's responding to him like the way that they are. Is because everything that he's saying is just coming from him.
Right. And we know, and it's the truth. We've been able to see that the media is full of shit. We've seen that me and Kendall, we've been talking about this for a while. That's why we always say we miss Stuart Scott because nobody gives analytics anymore. Everybody just gives their opinion and they just become pundits and all you get is a bunch of yelling on these platforms. You know what I mean? Nobody's real. So that's why a lot of people are respecting Kwame Brown because they see the realness in him and they see the way he's delivering it in a digestible way. And he's going against these machines by himself with nothing behind him. So he's pretty much the people champ right now. Exactly. He's definitely winning.
Black excellence.
Right. Black excellence.
Definitely black excellence.
Right. So I guess we'll shift gears a little bit. Have y'all checked out Invincible?
Yeah, that shit dope. Amazon Snap.
Kendall, have you watched it?
Hold on a second. Let me bring the listeners up to speed about what we're talking about because they might not be familiar. But Invincible is it's a DC comic. Not DC. I'm sorry. It's a comic book animated series on Amazon Prime. I wasn't familiar with Invincible prior to the Amazon Prime series. I did a little research. I'm only on like episode 3 right now. I haven't actually finished the series. But right now it's sitting like at a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, 8 out of 10 on IMDb. It's a phenomenal series. It's not just one of those run of the mill superhero series.
Nah, it's real good, man.
Yeah, that you're gonna watch. It's
and I'm not even really into the animated shit, but that shit good.
Yeah. Me either. I'm not a huge fan, but it's definitely a more grounded series and more realistic. So what was y'all first impressions? I know Kendall said he hadn't watched it yet, but Trey and Blaze, I know y'all familiar with it. How did y'all feel about it on this inception?
You can go ahead, Blaze.
Man, from episode 1, lock you in, man. It's good story, the acting good, like the voice acting is good. And like it's not a kid friendly show, so
no, definitely not how your kids watch.
Plenty violence, like ridiculous violence in it, and crazy language. That shit good though.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna agree with Blaze. It's definitely not like a kid friendly. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely an adult show. But man, just the storyline, the action. You know what I mean? Like everything. Like, and even the twist. Because if you don't know nothing about it, it's it's a real big twist in it. You know what I mean? Where you like, oh, what's going on? I don't want to say too much and go into it because you haven't finished it. Kendall hasn't watched it. Kendall, I know you're gonna enjoy it a lot. No, you definitely gonna enjoy it.
I'm watching. Yeah. I watched the animated shit. It's just the movies.
I do too. Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. This
was the first episode. You're gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, one of the first things that caught me is once I watched it, I realized it was a familiar animation style, and me and Trey, like in the mid 2000s, we used to watch these DC animated films when they were actually good because they are trash now. Trey, one of his big favorite series was Young Justice, and that aired from 2012 to 2013, and then Justice League Unlimited was another good one that ran in 2005. But I think I started catching these animated films right about around the time of it was Reign of the Superman. There was another one that I was watching. But the animator, his name, I believe if I'm pronouncing this right, is Janai Lee. So I immediately recognized his animation style on this show, and I was like, I bet you this is somebody who worked on a DC series. And then so I did a little research, and that was who I came up with. So if y'all familiar with that Young Justice style, that early 2000, mid 2000 DC style of animation, y'all really love the animation on the series as well. That was one thing I picked up. But like I said, so far I'm only on episode 3, but phenomenal series.
Very good. It's definitely a must watch. Yeah.
Yeah, and it does start off a little bit corny, but then it takes a drastic turn, right? Like during the post credit scenes of episode 1,
it's almost shocking. Like you're like, whoa, like
my girl was laying in the bed like doing some homework, and she just was listening to like the dialogue. And I just heard her like laughing, and then she like, "Damn!" Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
like, for real.
Yeah, it definitely is.
When it take off, it really take off.
Yeah, definitely, 100% takes off. And I actually enjoyed it, the play on the Justice League, and the different characters like that, because I wasn't expecting that at all, because it didn't start that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's definitely like a alternate verse of the Justice League and Superman's universe and everything like that. So you kind of.
And they don't dumb down their powers neither, like they do in a lot of animated series and stuff like that.
No, not at
like
all.
You really get to see like, okay, you know what I mean? Like this motherfucker really powerful, right? You know what I mean? So like it's almost like you watching a real movie, you know what I mean? But it's animated. So
make sure y'all watch the post credits too.
Yeah, don't skip anything.
Sure.
Let Amazon do all the skipping and fast forwarding for you. Yeah, don't skip anything. Yeah. Definitely thoroughly enjoying this series, man. I can't wait to finish it. I'm also looking forward to the Quiet Place 2, and I'm gonna check out this Zack Snyder film. This what is it called? The
Army of the
Dead.
Army of the Dead.
Yeah, I haven't got a chance to check that out yet. What did y'all think of that? Because I know y'all watched it recently.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was very entertaining.
Zack Snyder, man, he don't miss really, but.
Yeah, I'm not.
I know you're not a big zombie fan.
No, not at all. I'm not a huge fan of the zombie genre at all. Zombie video games, zombie movies. The only
these zombies
a little bit different.
I'm gonna just tell you, they ain't like typical.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're not at all. Yeah.
it's still undead though, so like that still bothers me because it was the same thing with that Will Smith movie. I really wasn't feeling that. I mean, I enjoyed the movie because it's Will Smith, but it's zombies like still, so it's kind of corny to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just not my genre.
Roided zombies.
Roy the Zombie. Actually, it's been about 3 zombie films I like. I like both Dawn of the Dead, the remake, the Zack Snyder remake, and the original. The original was much better than the remake, but the remake wasn't bad. And then I like World War Z, and I just
World
think
War Z,
World War Z was cracking. That was cracking.
Yeah,
that movie was very good, and because it just kept you on your toes. It was a very intense, almost anxiety building film. So I actually enjoyed that. And then the only zombie video game I liked was Zombie Ate My Neighbors. I know I'm old. I'm dating myself right now. But if anybody remember that video game on Super NES, it was Zombie Ate My Neighbors. That game, it was a platform, but it was a really fun game. But
I remember that.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of zombie stuff at all. But
I hate zombie games.
This one good though. I think you'll like this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out though, just because y'all recommended it, so I'll check it out.
Yeah. I know you. Yeah, see, I like Zombieland, but Rome don't like. What's his name?
I can't stand zombie games.
Nah.
What's the actor in Zombieland? Rome? Because I love Zombieland, but Rome don't like.
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I don't like Woody
Harrelson.
Yeah, I don't like Woody Harrelson because he's hard to look at. That's an ugly ass white man. I'm sorry. YouTube algorithms don't ban me. Woody Harrelson ugly as hell.
Make note that they need to be cute, America.
Hey! I can look at Brad Pitt, okay, but Woody Harrelson.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Hey! That might help. That might help the algorithms a little bit better than saying Woody Harrelson is ugly as hell. Ugly as I ain't said they need to be cute, but they don't need to be Woody Harrelson ugly. He gonna make Venom 2 suck because that motherfucker ugly as hell. So, but besides that, y'all got anything else to add before we wrap?
They should have had Brad Pitt playing Carnage.
The Carnage on God, yeah.
Making a scary character.
Right. But y'all got anything else to add before we wrap this up?
Kendall, what you got?
Feel it. Nah, we good, man. We Sunday. I know the playoffs are about to start, so hey, man,
Yeah.
Let everybody let everybody enjoy their Sunday. I know people got some grilling to do, so we ain't gonna hold you.
Sunday.
Yeah. Oh,
Sunday.
Dang, what was I gonna say? Oh, the merch. Just so y'all know, the merch page, I'm gonna announce it before the podcast, but also just so y'all know, the merch page is up. Y'all can find that merch at nolabelmerch.com. Yeah, all one word. NOLABELMERCH.com. So yeah, make sure y'all go grab that. Hopefully y'all like the designs on there. Y'all have heard us say a lot of stuff on the show, and it kind of represents a lot of things that we speak about on the show as far as empowerment and black empowerment on the show. Even when we get into our entertainment bag, but for the most part, y'all know we have our community at our heart. Yeah, definitely check that out. And if you want to become a supporter of this podcast, also click the link in the description. It'll take you to our Patreon site, and you can become a Patreon for as little as 99 cents a month. So make sure you click that as well. And we will see y'all next week. Peace.
Hey,
99 cents.
Oh, my bad. Y'all have something else? Go ahead.
Donations.
I just want to say it real quick, man.
Donations.
Kwame Brown, don't come for me, man, because I really like what you're doing. Respect you as a man. I just think
about to get some of mama's cooking, dog.
Don't try to copy now.
Get some of mama's cooking, dog.
Yeah, y'all hear Trey trying to cop that plea.
I say I just think you're a bad basketball player, but I support everything else.
Bye, dude.
Right.
Bye.
Well, listeners, thank y'all for tuning in, and we will see y'all next week. Peace.